Welcome to Good News. Hope you've had a good week. So, what's been happening? Well, first up, Frankie Kokoza was spotted in traffic. I tell you what, I've been angry in my time, but I've never made a noise like this.
They should be ringing up saying, hey, it's your show next month, can we put up a couple of signs for you? I mean...
Let's be honest, it wouldn't be a week in the news without Clunge Lord Eamon Holmes bragging about his sex life.
I'm very hot in bed all the time.
And finally, it may just be me, but I think this bloke's in love.
I don't think so, actually. It's just...
Never seen you looking so lovely as you do tonight. Never seen you shine so bright.
So, this was definitely the big showbiz news of the week.
Babyface Justin Bieber's denied he fathered a child with one of his fans. 20-year-old Mariah Tita reckons her and Biebs had a brief encounter backstage after one of his concerts in October last year.
Justin Bieber can breed. Imagine shagging Justin Bieber. Horrible. Like being raped by a chipmunk. Wouldn't it be great if she got an STD? From then on, thrush would be known as Bieber fever. So, where did this romantic meeting allegedly take place?
According to her, this all took place in a backstage toilet.
He did her in the backstage toilet? I've never heard it called that before. Still, I bet she had the time of her life. It lasted only 30 seconds. I think that's where he got his song from. Baby, baby, baby. Oh. The funniest thing about this story is the gentle, poetic language he allegedly used to woo her. He began touching me and repeatedly said he wanted to fuck the shit out of me. Filthy little Bieber! Using words like that, he's only 8! It's such a ridiculous saying, innit? I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you! It's the least sexy thing you could possibly... What you're basically saying is, I'm gonna make love to you until there's no poo left in your body. No poo? You have no poo? I'll get rid of your poo! How does that sound? It sounds repellent, you 8-year-old freak! So, how has the world reacted to the claims that Bieber can breed? Fair to say, not well. The person I feel sorry for is Bieber's kid. He's going to have a tough time at school.
Come in. What is it, boy?
The other kids keep bullying me because I'm Justin Bieber's son.
You're Justin Bieber's son?
Uh-huh.
Next up, did you hear about the Russian cosmonauts who spent a year and a half in a container pretending to go to Mars?
An international crew of researchers has touched down in Moscow after almost a year and a half of going boldly nowhere. They were simulating a mission to Mars, spending 520 days locked in a windowless module.
6 men in a box for 520 days. But it fucking stunk in there. Imagine when they opened the door. Oh! It's melting my face! Did you see the press conference? Luckily, the BBC had a language expert on hand.
Командир экипажа Сетёв Алексей.
Yep, that sounds like Russian to me.
Imagine being locked away for 520 days. No contact with the outside world. Still, at least they were in there having the time of their life.
The most exciting moment for the men during their 17-month-long mission was stepping out here onto this pile of sand.
I want to kill myself! Mind you, at least it was worth it. They're now ready to actually go to Mars. So, when are they going? This week? Next week?
How far away are we from a viable manned trip?
To Mars?
Yeah.
Decades.
That was a waste of... I've been in... You bastards! I've been drinking my own piss. They must be so glad to be out. Think of all the momentous stories they've missed.
Osama bin Laden is dead.
Colonel Gaddafi has been killed.
I am on a drug. It's called Charlie Sheen.
And most importantly, the poor souls have never seen this. Shocking, isn't it? Imagine never seeing that. Over in Europe, the big news was all about money.
Greece's political crisis continues.
Stock markets tumble.
Investors and the markets are panicking.
The stakes could not be higher.
Prime Minister Papandreou agrees to step down.
Buried under Eurozone debt, Italy's Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi says he will resign.
Austerity might bring the Eurozone to its knees.
The leaders of the G20 met to solve the financial crisis. They were all totally focused. Wow. Not all of them. Berlusconi takes a nap as world leaders try to save his economy. He fell asleep. Italy has debts of 1.6 trillion and he went beddy buys. Berlusconi's had a shocker of a week. The Italian media have been bugging his phone. Listen to what he said.
The newly leaked wiretaps mark a new low for the philandering billionaire prime minister, who is heard boasting to a TV showgirl he is only prime minister in my spare time. He complains that meetings with the Pope and world leaders are interfering with his sex life.
How is he in charge of a country? I have to meet the Pope, but I was gonna go dogging. He didn't stop there.
Last night I had a queue outside the door of the bedroom, says Berlusconi. There were 11. I only did 8 because I could not do it anymore.
I did 8. They call me Mr. Octopussy. Bizarrely, he's not worried about the economy or sex scandals. This is honestly his major concern. Italy's Prime Minister is most upset over his album delay. He's bringing out an album of love songs. His country is crumbling and he's there going, they call me Mr. Bombastic. Mind you, for all me criticising him, I can't wait for that album to come out.
It's here! Now that's what I call Bunga Bunga 69. Berlusconi's big thumbs up to his favourite Bunga beats, featuring classic love songs like Let's Go to Browntown, Please Baby, Don't Tell My Wife, and the haunting ballad, What Do You Mean She's 15? Get my passport and meet me in Mexico. Bunga Bunga 69. It's Viagra for your ears.
We've all got to buy that. Everyone's buying that. Now, my favourite sports story of the week was definitely this. Wayne Rooney makes his acting debut in wine advert. You have to see this. Wayne Rooney is a brilliant footballer, but he is a terrible, terrible actor.
Guys, we have a problem. The boss said that new devil is arriving. Is he well now?
Famous around the world.
And what do they say about him? They say he is a legend.
They say he is a legend.
They say he is a legend.
He's like a Scouse Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolates. Chocolatey. There's actors from Hollyoaks watching that going, he's good. I love the fact they tried to sell wine by using Rooney. He's only a connoisseur. This is white. This is red. That's rosé. As you can imagine, he's taken a pasting for his acting. The Sun even came up with a film he could remake. Chavatar. If I were Wayne, I wouldn't do adverts. If he wants to perform, he should focus on goal celebrations like the players of this Icelandic team. These are genius. Here's a beautiful love story about a duck. Meet Crackers.
Crackers, the female Muscovy duck, and her mate Jack were inseparable. But about 4 months ago, tragedy struck. Jack suddenly died of natural causes, and Crackers was left all alone and depressed.
And it's sad.
I loved him so much. He was my soulmate. He had me at...
That's the stupidest joke I've ever told in my life. Now, you're probably thinking, Russ, ducks die all the time. Why is this in the news? Well, Crackers was so upset, look what she did. Grieving duck finds love through personal ad. Her owners put a Lonely Hearts ad in the paper for the duck. I'd love to have seen that. Sexy female seeks mate with good sense of humour. Must like bread. Maybe it was more specific. Hot mallard seeks dilf. I'll tell you what, wouldn't it have been great if there was a bloke who didn't realise it was written by a duck? Vegetarian who likes swimming and flying? She sounds perfect. Turns up to the restaurant. Why's that duck holding a red rose? Oh, for fuck's sake! So, do you want to meet the duck that won her heart? Of course you do. He's called Carlos. He's a bit of a player.
Ron Overberger says they got more than 20 phone calls. One fit the bill. A strapping young lad who just needed the right bird.
Lord's blessed us with Carlos.
Sexy little bastard. So, how are Carlos and Crackers getting on now they've found love?
And he's a very loyal husband to her.
Loyal husband? Is he? Look what they caught Carlos doing later that day.
Just as we were leaving the farm, we went around a corner and saw this. Carlos in the wings of another woman.
Ass, titties, ass and titties. Ass, titties, titties, ass and titties.
Son of a bitch! Mind you, it's little wonder Carlos is shagging around. You know what they say about him.
They say he is a legend.
Could there be a weirder story involving animals? Yes, there can. The animal rights charity Peta is in the news this week because of their latest PR stunt.
America's most notorious animal rights group, Peta, may have just found the best new way to reach a wider audience.
What are they going to do? Rallies? Leaflet campaigns?
They're starting their own porn site.
An animal rights porn site? What films are they going to show? 2 girls, 1 pup.
Now eat the shit, Derek!
So, what can we expect to see on this site?
While the site will have its fair share of pornography, it will also expose viewers to graphic images of animal slaughterhouses.
Woohoo! Perfect combo! Just watching that. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the stuff. God. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Put it back on the dead penguin. Oh, happy feet! The whole idea is ridiculous. A porn site with moral messages. How's that going to work?
Our girls are filthy.
Like the living conditions of this donkey.
We'll make you so horny.
Unlike rhinos, who have their horns taken by poachers.
Give generously. Just 5 wanks a month
could give this little fella a home. Peter Paul, it'll make your eyes pop out.
Now, if you think you've had a bad shopping experience, you've got nothing on this guy.
A trip to the grocery store ended very badly for a Chandler man.
Definitely makes me cringe. Very painful. Very painful.
Painful? Why? Did he run his foot over with the trolley?
What happened in this parking lot is hard for guys to even imagine. Chandler police say a man accidentally shot his penis.
He went shopping and shot his own wang. Tell you what, you don't get that at Tesco. Although now he's lost half his dick, he will be saying every little helps. It's insane, isn't it? Who takes a gun shopping? Oh, I told my mum about this story. Her response was amazing. I was like, Mum, did you hear? There was a man in a supermarket car park and he shot himself in the penis. What was her reply? She went, and this is a direct quote, "Well, some people would do anything to get a disabled parking space." Mum, he didn't do it on purpose, did he? So, what happened to this poor bloke?
The man had to be taken to the hospital for surgery.
Do you know what surgery he had? Apparently, he shot a hole clean through his penis, so they had to sew it back up. Loads of tiny holes in his cock. Much of the conversation with the doctor. Will I be able to use it again? Can you play the recorder? Poor sod. Mind you, I feel worse for the people stood next to him at the bog. Next up, this has to be the strangest horse show ever.
The contestants, proud parents, and judges were ready. One thing missing, the only horses in the arena were in this bucket because of an outbreak of a contagious and fatal horse herpes virus.
Who gave a horse herpes? Because of a cold sore. Not from you people. Unbelievably, despite the fact they had no horses, the show went ahead. Look what they used instead.
We're testing the girls' knowledge and ability to adapt, and they get to ride stick horses tonight.
It's so brilliantly shit. It's like redneck Quidditch. There is, of course, a huge problem with stick horses. What if one of the girls falls at a fence?
Come on, girl. Giddy up now. Yeehaw! Oh, my ankle. My ankle. Actually, I'm fine.
It's the most humane way. On an unrelated note, I'll be selling glue at the end of the show. Next up in Florida, health officials have come up with a strange way to educate pensioners about sex.
The Florida Health Department wants folks to turn the tables, asking children to have that awkward conversation with their aging parents.
Many older folks are now staying sexually active well into their golden years, with little experience in practicing safe sex.
Doctors in Florida want young people to teach pensioners about safe sex. I can't think of anything worse. So that, Nan, is why it's called teabagging. No, you hang up. It'd be horrible, and it would take ages. Do you know what 69 is?
Yeah, it's a bus. We catch it every morning.
No, it's eating for two.
Oh, Meals on Wheels.
No. It's like when a man's, you know, and the ladies.
Oh, we call that minge time cock smoking. No, you hang up.
Luckily, we'll never have to worry about this. Old people in Florida may be having sex, but English pensioners don't bother with smut like that, as this interview proves.
When we were engaged, and we did try up my anus, and I said, in no ways possible, because Dave's got rather a large cock. I've got a very small bum, and it was very, very painful.
The weird thing is, they were only asked what the war was like. Now, this is the part of the show I genuinely don't know anything about. There's going to be a mystery guest who's been in the news, and I have to figure out who that person is. So, please welcome my mystery guest! Hello.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Russell. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Connie Adam.
Sweet. I have to guess. So there's a sword here. Are you a fencer?
Yes.
Good. That went really well, didn't it? I've never got them before, and I just nailed that straight away.
Well, I said you would when you saw all the gear.
Well, that's the clue, isn't it? There's literally nothing else. So why have you been in the news?
I've been in the news because I was the oldest lady fencer to win 2 medals in 1 year.
Yeah.
I won the European medal and I won a World Champion medal, and I've also won Commonwealth champion several times.
Well, that's worth a round of applause. So how long have you been fencing for?
I've been fencing now just over 24 years, I should
lovely.
think.
How often do you fence?
I fence once a week down at the University of East Anglia.
Why's that?
Well, I kind of like fencing teenagers, especially university students.
Why is that?
Because they think there's an old deer was not going to move,
Yeah.
and you just stand there and hit them.
So, if you could fight anyone in the world, who would you fight?
D'Artagnan.
Nice. I think you'd win.
Well, I'd like to be the First Lady Musketeer.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but I'd never be able to do that.
No, he's dead, isn't he?
No. It wouldn't matter if he was alive. I'm afraid of horses.
Are you? Well, maybe we could have the Three Musketeers and one on a shop mobility scooter.
I could always bring a walking frame.
That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
The walking frame would be good because they are, here comes an old lady or a mature woman, Zimmer frame, we got no trouble, then...
No, you'd have an advantage there because you could pick it up and you'd have a blade on either side.
Exactly, yeah. We've got a fight. This will be great. So, are we going to have a fight?
Yes, but before we do that, I'd like you to see a clip of me in action so you know what to expect.
OK. So how does this work then?
Right, arm out straight. This is to protect your body. And now take a step forward and hit me.
I don't want to, it feels wrong.
Oh, you've never had a pain like this in your life.
I got 99 problems, but your tits ain't one.
That's it. You take a step forward.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Straight out.
OK, fine.
Step forward. Oh, that was gentle.
Yeah. It feels like we're playing Operation. I'm going to make your nose go in.
That's right. And again.
I don't like doing it. It feels weird.
Yeah, I know, because you're pussyfooting around it.
I can't.
Right, now we'll put the mask down and we'll...
Put the mask on. Right, let's put this on here.
Before you commence, you must salute your opponent.
OK.
And the audience. They will shout, fence, and when there's a light go on, they shout halt.
OK.
OK?
Salute. So,
and
to the people. There.
OK?
Yeah. Oh, God, whoa. Oh, God.
Didn't you hear the fence?
No, I didn't. No, I was...
Right.
Yeah.
There you go. Where you go?
I'm trying.
Hit me.
You're too powerful.
I thought you'd always wanted to beat up an old lady. Now
no,
you
I didn't. Why would I want to? I think you're lovely. I want to run you a bath. I don't want to beat you up. I want to put you in a big Radox tub, treat you right. That's all I want to do.
I want to do that too.
Let's just be exclusive, right? Why have you always got to fight?
I can't get down there. I got false knees.
Let's fight, you lovable cyborg!
Right. What are you waiting for?
All right.
Had enough? Bow to your superior.
I do.
Thanks, Russell.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for my mystery guest! So, did you have fun on bonfire night? Well, I'll tell you who didn't. The people watching this.
If you were out enjoying the fireworks last night, spare a thought for the people of Oban. A technical hitch saw the community fireworks all released at the same time during the town's display on Friday night. The event usually lasts half an hour. It was over in around a minute.
Loads of noise and over in a minute? Who does that remind me of? Idiot of the week has to be this guy. We've turned it into a little cartoon, but the phone call is genuine.
Caller, you're through to the police. What's your emergency, please?
There's something flying over our house that it's coming towards me now. It's almost light blazing, and I don't know what the hell it is. It's not an airplane, but it's hovering. I don't know what it is.
So it's hovering quite far away now from your house? OK, all right, well, I've logged it down, so I'll see if the area knows anything about it, OK?
That's fine, thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So, was it a UFO? Well, let's find out, because he called back 2 minutes later.
You know what it was then, or...?
Well, you won't believe this. You won't believe it. It's a moon.
Lastly, take a look at this amazing story about one woman's dying wish to set up a holiday home for sick kids.
Wow! Look at that!
It's a chance to dream in what is a desperate life. 3-year-old Phoebe lives with an immune disorder for which she's already had 2 bone marrow transplants. Here, at least, though, is precious time in a holiday home by the sea. Phoebe's just one of hundreds of children who come here. All of them have life-threatening or terminal illnesses. But here at Donna's Dreamhouse, at least there's a guarantee of some happiness. It's all thanks to an amazing legacy.
Donna was my daughter that died of cancer when she was 20 years old. I opened up a little red box and she'd left me 3 wishes. And one of them was to open up a holiday home here in Blackpool. So this is how Donna's Dreamhouse came about.
The treats come thick and fast. Fantasy transport for special children, given the freedom of all that Blackpool can offer.
Children with cancer can't just go anywhere. They need to go to a specialised place. And this is provided by these volunteers and a fantastic family.
Everyone doing their part to help fulfil one woman's dying dream.
Sweet, isn't it? Thanks very much for watching Good News. Good night.